Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Did you miss me for the last few days? I've been on a holiday, so I did not make any video between, I think, the last entire week, right? Okay, so some of you who missed me, at least tell me that you missed me. Type in MU missed you in the chat window. I missed you, definitely. It was amazing to think about how much I miss people even on a holiday. This was the first holiday in my life where I was missing my platinum members, where I was missing my advanced LOA students, I was missing my wealth mastery students, I was missing my DMP students. Most importantly, every evening 5 p.m. I used to miss you on YouTube. So did you miss me too? If yes, type in MU in the chat window now. Today's topic is about learning how to sleep properly. That's right. But before that, those of you who are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Mitesh Khatri. I and my wife Indu Khatri, we are law of attraction coaches. And this is our law of attraction book, The Law of Attraction, national bestselling. Now today, when we talk about learning how to sleep, before that, the question is, why do you need to sleep properly? And what has it got to do with law of attraction? As you see here, it says recharge your energy. Everyone type in the chat window, RE. RE means recharge your energy. If you don't sleep properly, your energy won't be recharged. If your energy is not recharged properly, there is a very low chance of attracting your goals in life, because you may be doing your affirmations correctly, but if your energy is not fully recharged, how will you vibrate at that high frequency if you don't have the energy? For an example, some people say, Madesh, if I have the passion, I'll have unlimited energy in my life. Not really. Think about it. If you don't sleep properly and if your energy goes down, what will happen to your passion? You won't be able to act on your passion. You won't be able to work towards your passion. Make sense? If yes, quickly type in make sense, which means MS makes sense in the chat window now. So first thing is, let's understand that sleep is critical. We need to recharge our energy every single day. If you're clear about this, type in C for clear in the chat window now. Coming to the second point today about the biggest reason why a lot of people are not able to sleep properly. I'm about to tell you that. But before that, type in I in the chat window if you need a little help with sleeping. Example, you go to sleep, but you keep looking at your mobile and you don't know how to sleep. Or you keep thinking that tonight you will sleep on time, but in spite of that, you again sleep 2 hours late. Do you go through this? Do you have sleep problems? Or you sleep, but you're not able to sleep peacefully? You're not able to sleep deeply? If yes, type an I in the chat window now. Now, there's a solution for this, and that is where law of attraction and the frequency game starts. The first thing that you need to do is change your sleep belief. That's right, change your sleep belief. A lot of people believe that they are not able to sleep properly. That is why they are not able to sleep properly. What is a belief? Everybody, I hope you've seen my video on belief earlier. Check it out on YouTube later, Mitesh Khatri Belief, and you'll see some deep content on how important and how powerful beliefs are. Once you believe that you have a problem sleeping, you will have a problem sleeping. I'll give you my example. I have this very strong belief since childhood that I can sleep anytime, anywhere for as long as I want. I can sleep anywhere, anytime. Think about it. If I have this belief that I can sleep anywhere, anytime, will I be able to sleep whenever I want? Absolutely. Today, for an example, I came back from the holiday and I was really stressed, had a little fever. Don't worry, it was not corona. We did the test and all. But I was a little stressed. And I said, okay, recharge your energy. And I went down to my bedroom and I just lied down and I did a particular technique and I just went to sleep. What technique did I use? That's the last part of today's video. Don't miss out the end part, okay? But the first thing, the reason that technique works on me is because I very strongly believe, yes, I can sleep anytime, anywhere. Last night I was flying almost entire night. Today morning I reached, last night I reached here. Sorry, yesterday day, entire day I was traveling. Last night I reached sleep. Last night went well, but in spite of that, my energy was not fully recharged. Now, if I've had already 10 to 11 hours of sleep, and if I'm still not feeling recharged, that means I need to sleep a little more. My energy could say that. But some people say, but Mitesh, I've already slept all night. मुझे नींद नहीं आएगी. I will not be able to sleep. How many people have this belief here? Type in me in the chat window. If you have some limiting beliefs about sleep. रात भर सो लिया तो फिर से नींद नहीं आएगी दिन में. If I've slept all night, I won't be able to sleep again. If I sleep in the day, I can never sleep. Or if I sleep in the day, I will not be able to sleep at night. Or I don't know how to sleep properly. Or I need complete silence to sleep. Type in me in the chat window if you have any of these limiting beliefs. Change your limiting belief. Start saying, I can sleep anytime, anywhere. I can sleep anytime, anywhere. I can sleep anytime, anywhere. Once this gets subconsciously programmed, you will have a good night's sleep. So this is step number 2. This is the long-term technique, which is changing your belief system about sleep. Next is the part where we are going to learn about something called as changing your sleep cycle. Now, a lot of people are not able to sleep because your sleep cycle is gone for a toss. Now, what does it mean by a sleep cycle? I'll give you an example. Let us say you've got hunger, right? What time do some of you feel hungry? Come on, quickly tell me in the chat window. Do you feel generally hungry in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, or do you feel hungry at 12 o'clock? Do some of you feel hungry at 11 o'clock? Like my hunger cycle is such, I feel hungry in the morning around after 8 o'clock or so. That's when I have breakfast with my birds. Then I have hunger around, let's say around 10:30. No, not 10:30. 9:15 is my gym. So around 10:15, I feel hungry again. So I take my protein shake. Then around 12 o'clock, I take my lunch. So, what time is your time when you start feeling hungry during the day? Now, this is your hunger cycle. If you break your hunger cycle completely, then it's difficult to feel hungry at the same time again. Our body goes through a cycle of everything in life: sleep cycle, hunger cycle, thirst cycle. If you break that pattern, things don't work for you. That is why the third technique I'm telling you is change your sleep cycle or correct your sleep cycle. In fact, I'm not going to say here correct, I'm going to change this word: correct your sleep cycle. Okay, I just changed it for you. Correct sleep cycle. Now, what does it mean by correcting sleep cycle? Usually, your sleep cycle should be such that you should be able to sleep around 12 o'clock, maximum 1 o'clock at night. Morning, you should be able to wake up at 7, 7:30 on the higher side, and then the whole day you should be fresh. But if you're not able to do that, it means that your sleep cycle is completely gone for a toss. Because of your lifestyle reasons, because of for many years you've kept awake till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at night. How many people have made this mistake? Type in me in the chat window. If you've kind of screwed up your entire sleep cycle by either keeping late for too many years, or you've had this habit of sleeping too early, and so for whatever reason your sleep cycle is tossed. So how do you correct the sleep cycle? This technique that I'm about to teach you works amazing, but it requires 2 days. That's right, it requires 2 days. So let me show you how. The first night, what you're supposed to do, now only do this correct sleep cycle technique when you have at least a holiday on the next day. Never do it if you don't have a holiday on the next day. You'll understand why now. So let's say you want to correct your sleep cycle. Tonight, don't sleep at all. Don't sleep until the time in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you don't feel as if now you can't keep your eyes open. You have to sleep now. Until that time, do not go to sleep. You have to sleep in the morning only when you're forced to sleep by your body, not because you want to sleep. And push yourself, like keep awake as long as you want, as long as you can. Then the next part is in the morning, make sure that you do anything that you have to, but you must get up in 5 hours. Everyone type in 5H in the chat window. That means you have to get up in 5 hours. The moment you get up in 5 hours, now you're going to feel very tired. The reason is because you've kept awake the earlier whole day, remember today, and then tonight you did not sleep at all. And if you slept in the morning at 5 o'clock, you only slept for 5 hours, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You probably woke up at 10 o'clock. Your energy is not going to be recharged. You're going to be fully exhausted, and that is why you're going to be low energy throughout the day. It's okay, that's part of the process. Now, what you do, it's critical that throughout the day, do not sleep at all. You will feel like sleeping, but do not sleep at all. This requires a little willpower, requires a little effort. Drink black coffee during the day. Make sure that you're busy during the day. Schedule your meetings during the day. Do whatever you have to. Do not sleep that day. Until about 11 p.m. at night, you need to be extremely, extremely busy. At around 10:30, 11, your body will just crash. How many of you agree with me? If you agree with me, type in yes in the chat window. If you're awake today whole day, you're awake tonight all night, you've only slept 5 hours and you're low energy and you've worked hard tomorrow the whole day, tomorrow night 10:30, 11, it is natural that you will just crash in your bed. Even if you don't want to sleep, you'll just go to sleep. Correct? Now, the morning after that, make sure you get up at 7:30. Maximum. Don't get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Don't get up late. Get up around 7:30. Now, the next day, you'll be fully fresh. And now your sleep cycle has been corrected. That night, make sure sleep at the same time that you slept the last night, which is around 10:30, 11. Don't keep awake for too late at night. Otherwise, your sleep cycle will go wrong again. So a very simple technique, but it brings your sleep technique back and it helps you sleep and recharge yourself properly. Now coming to the main technique of how to sleep properly. Deep sleep technique. Everyone type in DST, deep sleep technique. What is a deep sleep technique? A deep sleep technique is a technique that helps you sleep deeper, faster, and it gives you more quality of sleep. I'll tell you what I'm trying to say here. So first, let me just remove this. Oh, that's okay. Actually, we can keep it there. So let's say you sleep at night and sometimes you actually get a deep sleep only about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. So the entire night, you're kind of twisty and turvy. You're kind of tossing yourself. You're not really fully sleeping. You can feel that you're not 100% in sleep. If you've realized this, type an I in the chat window. If you've realized sometimes your sleep is not fully deep, you sleep around morning 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And if you have an early meeting tomorrow morning, and if you slept around only 4 o'clock in the morning, properly deep sleep, and if you get up at 6 or 7, you're not fresh at all. Your energy is not recharged. Why? Because you did not sleep properly. Technically, if you sleep, let's say around 11 o'clock or maybe even 12 o'clock at night, it should not take you more than 45 minutes to go deep and sleep. That's it, maximum 45 minutes. Most people take 3 to 4 hours to go in deep sleep, which means if you have 8 hours of sleep, about 50% of your sleep is okay, and 50% of your sleep is really deep. The real energizing, remember step number one, recharge your energy. The real recharge of your energy happens in the deep sleep state only. Make sense? So think about it. I don't have a charger here right now, but let's say you have a charging point and you take this wire of yours and you put it to this charger, right? Let's say, do I have a point here? Yeah, I do. So let's say we have this wire. Now, if I connect this wire and I've only put it half, will the wire work? It will not work. But if I put it fully in, now this is proper deep connecting recharge state. Now the charging will work. So it's very, very critical that you sleep deep at night, very early. You should have approximately 6 hours of deep sleep technique. Now, how do you do that? Here is the deep sleep technique. Listen to it carefully, make notes. Later in the video, tell me what these deep sleep technique steps are, okay? Step number one, you lie down and now you do a technique called a deep sleep breathing technique. So you take a deep breath. In your mind, you count one and you visualize the number one. You should only do this last thing in the night before you're sleeping, okay? So take a deep breath, visualize the number one, say the number one in your mind. Now you exhale. Exhale as long as you can, as long as you can. And again say one. Next time you take a deep breath again, you need to count one and two as long as you can. So again, as long as you can, take a deep breath. At the top, when you've reached the deepest breath, stop. One and two. So you're counting in your mind one, two. Now exhale. One, two. So count really slow, like let it go really exhale deep. So every time you're counting, it has to be as long as you can make it. So one, two, exhale. Third time, one, two, three, inhale. As long as you can inhale, slowly, 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 slowly. Then slowly exhale after keeping about 2 seconds, 3 seconds of gap at the top. One, two, three. Let it go as deep as you can. The exhale has to be as long as it can be. Okay. Now, the moment you did one, 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 two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, three. This way, you have to keep counting. And every time you count, the number has to be as long as possible. The breathing has to be as long as possible. So do it really, really slow. So don't do it this way. One, 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 two, one, two. No, this is wrong, okay? It has to be slow and long. Everyone type in the chat window SL, which means slow and long. Did you get this point, slow and long? If yes, I want to know whether you understood this point correctly. Type in SL in the chat window now. Slow and long. So every breath has to be slow and long, slow and long. This way, you're supposed to go from 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, exhale, finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, exhale. I'm doing it fast because I don't want you to go to sleep with me right now. And I also don't want to go to sleep. This is just an example. But in reality, when you're doing this, when you're lying down, it has to be slow and long, slow and long. If you do this properly, 99% with the correct sleep cycle, see, remember the condition here is your sleep cycle should be correct. If your sleep cycle is correct, and now you use this deep sleeping technique, the breathing technique, which I showed you right now, you will go to sleep within 10 minutes. You will not reach 1 to 10. You just go to sleep. And the best part, you'll go deep in sleep. And as a result of that, when you wake up, step number one, you will be fully recharged in your energy. Is that helping you? How many of you promise to try out changing your belief in sleep? How many of you promise to correct your sleep cycle? How many of you promise to use the breathing technique tonight to sleep deep faster? If yes, type in I promise in the chat window. Now, let's see how many people here are here not just for information, but are you also here to implement and to actually learn how to improve your sleep? If yes, that's great. Did you like the information today? Please like the video, because the more you like the video, the more YouTube show this videos to more people who need sleeping technique like us. Share this video with your friends and family who need this technique. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, because when you subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell icon, now what happens is the next video that I'm doing, you get a notification from YouTube saying I'm going live. Next video is going to be extremely critical, so make sure you hit the subscribe and bell icon. So with that, those of you who would love to be with me for a longer period of time, I've created a program called as the Platinum Program. In this Platinum Program, we talk about how do we achieve 10 years of success in just 1 year. That's right. Today evening, every Monday evening, we do a detailed webinar on this. It's a free webinar. It happens every evening at 6:30 p.m. Not every evening, Monday evening. Today is Monday. So please click on this link. It's there in the chat window also for you. miteshkhatri.com/platinum. Register over there. When you register, make sure that your email ID is correct. Make sure that your mobile number is correct. And you will get a Zoom link where I will personally meet you, not just live like this, but live in a Zoom meeting. So you will be on video. I will be on video. I will be able to talk to you. You will also be able to talk to me. We can have question answer sessions also during that session. So those of you who would love to meet me live and would love to have a long-term relationship with me, where you could probably have me as your coach and I could teach you how to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year. In that case, see me today evening at 6:30 p.m. on this link. Okay. How many people here promise me that you will see me at 6:30 p.m. today to learn how to achieve 10 years of success in 1 year? Type in I promise in the chat window now. In the next session soon, we will come again once again with a live Q&A session, which means you will be able to ask more questions to me. I know some of you want to ask some questions. Next session, we'll do a Q&A session again where you can ask more questions to me about law of attraction, and I'll do as much interaction as possible with you in the next live Q&A. But for the Q&A, remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so that you get notification whenever I'm doing the next live Q&A. All right, take care, everyone. Am I going to see you today evening at 6:30? If yes, type in I promise in the chat window. Now, I'll see you soon in the next video with a live Q&A. Take care. Bye-bye. See you today evening at 6:30 p.m.